But back to the first comment you made, you said I sort of expected to get something, right?
Yeah.
Did you have that mindset sort of the entire time? Was it just sort of a good, solid confidence
It's
you
faded.
had?
It's faded. that feeling has faded.
Because the
Isn't
more
that
you
weird?
worked, you should be more confident.
No,
right?
because I think the more you work, the more you go like, oh, I shouldn't be here. Like, why am I getting paid to do that? Like, you start to question things.
Okay.
The more ingredients in the pot, the more you go like, well, this tastes different. I don't like. I still, and you also get older, and you're like, oh, I'm aged out of being like the beer guy in a Bud Light commercial. Now I have to be young dad, and now I have to be normal dad. I'm like, I'm not young dad anymore. I'm just dad. Or God, am I old dad now? I might be old dad. I think I am old dad. But though all the questions, the longer you stay in, the more questions you have, the more you question yourself. And I'm not young and dumb anymore. Now I'm sort of like more experienced, and with that comes more criticism of yourself.
Sure.
So,
but do you appreciate things more now?
Oh,
do you think?
Yeah, for sure. And I think I handle things differently. Even on a set, I think I'm more grateful. I'm not walking in just being like, cool, you guys hired me, and like, what do I do? Where are my lines? What? Now I'm like, it is kind of weird, because now things are a little more precious. So I don't know what that means, but that's how it feels, is like, I don't know. I mean, I've been doing this since I took my first improv class in 1998, I think, in Boston. And God, when I took that, I was like, my biggest concern was going to the Gap to get a pair of khakis to wear to the audition, because I thought, like, well, I have to look nice. I have to look nice for my audition for the improv. And I bought a pair of khakis that still had like wrinkles in them when I got on stage. I really remember that. And that was my biggest concern. I wasn't concerned about whether I could be funny on stage. I was like, that's like neither here nor there.
That's secondary.
Yeah. And now it's like, oh my God, if I can get out of bed and find a clean t-shirt to go to this audition in, that's a victory. But I also am like downloading sides and trying to go over them much more. Like your priorities definitely shift, and I'm sure they will continue to shift.
That's weirdly foresight, though. I feel like you just came from a commercial audition, you said, and that's sort of all how you look, right? Like the khakis probably would book it for you, or they wouldn't. So it was a weird foresight to like, talent is secondary in a lot of the things that we do out here.
Totally, because you get an audition. They're like, up, it'll say wardrobe, and it'll say upper scale sports party goer. And you're like, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. And you go to the audition, and people are like in Eagles jerseys with like a hoodie and then a tie on, and they're like, I don't know. I guess that's what I thought was. And they all have khakis. Everyone's wears khakis. Everybody's.
I like that you said that the things are getting more precious to you, because I think a lot of people in sort of my position, and I've been told this is wrong, so feel free to reiterate that. But a lot of us, I think if I could just get one, then I'll get another one. But it sounds like you're kind of the opposite. You're like, I'm going to get one. And now you're just sort of like, I hope I get another one. I hope I get another.
I go to sleep at night thinking like, I'm never getting another one in my life. I will never get another one. I really think that. I'm like, I've gotten my last one.